Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hawk Talk. I'm Chris Walker alongside Chris Lucey, my broadcast partner, and a new guy. It's Harrison Myers. Harrison does literally everything for our team. If you can name something to do for this team, he has done it. And, we're going to get your opinion now on the game. First of all, to set everybody up, we lost 9-3. The Harbor Hawks dropped this one to Orleans. It was not a good game from the start. A 5-run first inning given up by Connor Green, and they got the ball rolling on the wrong foot.
Yeah, absolutely. One bad inning. We had two bad innings today, and that's all it took. I was talking about this with my guys in the scorer's booth, which is where I was tonight doing one of my many jobs, as Chris mentioned. And we said, you take away 2 innings tonight, we actually won this game. If you take away the first 2 innings, it finishes 3-2 in our favor. So we won the second half of the game. We just did a little bit too late.
Now we'll go to Chris Lucey. Connor Green had a start to forget. He only lasted 1 inning, again giving up the 5 runs. But more so than that, the Harbor Hawks batting didn't show up today.
That's true, and who can blame them against a Firebirds pitching staff that comes in with an ERA under 3 as a team. They were really firing on all cylinders. Their coach, Kelly Nicholson, coaches them up well every year. His squads have led the league in ERA more than 5 times in his 15 years on the Cape, so he really just knows how to plug and play his guys, and his pitcher today was Ryan Rollison, another Ole Miss guy going against his Ole Miss teammate in Connor Green, and completely outperformed him in 5 innings of 3 strikeout, only 1-run ball.
But Chris, Brendan Donovan was one of the bright spots for the Harbor Hawks. I had a chance to talk to him after the game. He was so excited to hit that first home run. And he's a guy that hasn't been in the lineup a lot lately, but he's starting to find ways to play third base again and to get back into the swing of things, hitting and raise that average. What'd you like about him today?
Well, what I liked was he was able to golf one over the right field fence here at McKeon. We haven't seen that many home runs for a field that's as small as McKeon, and who better than a guy like Brendan Donovan? He grew up in a family where his dad was in the service. He was actually born in Germany on an Air Force base, so very humble guy from humble beginnings, a family that kept him really grounded and kept him grounded through struggles too, as he had some trouble early on in this season and really broke out today, which was fun to see, and I was happy to hear that he was excited to be player of the game.
Oh, he was more than excited. He was psyched to have the honor of getting player of the game from us. So again, the final 9-3, Orleans wins, and finally, Harrison, you've seen this team play for 10 years now?
More or less.
More or less 10 years. They're in last right now. Wareham won tonight, so now they're a game and a half out of a playoff spot, and now they've lost 3 in a row. A, do they have a shot still? And B, what do they have to do going forward to make the playoffs if they have a chance?
Well, of course they have a chance. We have 15 some odd games. I think it's actually 15 or 17 games left in the season, and you can make up a lot of ground in that time. I've seen teams that come in, they're really hot in the beginning of the season, then they fall away and they don't make the playoffs. And that's one of the big benefits of the way the Cape League playoffs are run. It's the top 4 from each division. That's done to get as many teams in the playoffs and get these guys as many reps as possible. So it is absolutely possible for the team. And when I was in the scorer's booth, we were talking with some of the guys, debating whether or not we should actually be on a 5-game win streak right now. You take away a pitch here or there, you take away a play here or there, we're on a 5-game winning streak. So if the team finds ways to stop making these tiny little mistakes, we're absolutely going to have a real shot going down the stretch here.
And that's one of the biggest problems with this team. It could have been a 5-game win streak. We could have been almost in first place, but it ends 9-3 Orleans. We got another home game tomorrow against Wareham. That's a 6 p.m. start. We'll have Hawk Talk right after the game right here. For Chris Lucey and Harrison Myers, I'm Chris Walker. Goodbye, everybody.